This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
We're back. Welcome to another episode of Weapon H All in One Podcast.
With Tonya and Herm.
All right, there we go. Today.
And as you can see, he is back in New Jersey, making sure that I am well.
Yes, even though she's a bit stubborn, she's hard-headed, and won't take the stuff that she's supposed to be taking because it doesn't taste so great.
Well, how long have you been waiting to say all that?
I'm just saying. I find it totally. She would rather sit here and cough up a lung rather than take something that doesn't taste so good.
I just let it run its course.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
It's not like it's medicine. It's natural stuff.
Right, it is, which really doesn't taste well.
It doesn't.
Your taste buds are different.
I obviously, but it doesn't taste like she makes it out to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you see her do it. Actually, I'm going to give you an example. This is one reason I'm glad this is video and just not audio. So she takes it. I mean, like, it is dramatic. And it doesn't taste that kind of bad.
I think
that's what I mean.
Is kind of dramatic.
That's what I mean when I say it doesn't taste that bad. That's what I mean by that. It might taste worse to her, but not like I just showed y'all. That's what she did.
Listen, if you're gonna come up here and abuse me, then you can.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
Don't threaten you?
I'm not worried about threatening. I'm talking about trying to talk about somebody abusing you. Don't do that.
Well, it was.
That's not abuse.
It's emotional abuse.
Okay. It's called truth telling, but okay, we leave it there. But interesting topic. We were with my cousins, some people.
That was a lot of fun last night.
Yeah, we were.
It was a little bit past my bedtime. You all know I like to be in the bed by 9:30, but we were leaving out at 9:30. When I say it took all day for me to recover, it's still going. I'm still going to bed early.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna say she recovered, but okay, I guess she kind of sort of recovered.
Oh my gosh! You know, one of those naps. I came home from running errands, came back home and said, I'll take a nap. It was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, dreaming all kinds of stuff. I dreamed that I was going to join the Girl Scouts. Meanwhile, I have no school-age kids, but I volunteered to be a Girl Scout, and you volunteer with me. We were both going to be Girl Scout leaders. This was some dream.
I don't think that would be possible in nowadays anyway, but that's interesting.
Yeah, it was. And then one of those, what is it called, where you're sleeping and you can't get up, you're paralyzed.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't move. Thank goodness I kept dreaming I was up, walking around the house, and then you came in and you're like, you getting up to eat, and I was like, oh, whew, that was.
I literally could have came in and did anything, like literally.
I don't think so.
I walked in here.
I heard you come in. I just couldn't move.
So what happened when I just sat over your whole face?
Well, why would you do that?
Because I just wanted to see if you would.
I would get up by then.
Because you tend to say that you're up, so I went and.
I was up. I couldn't get up.
I scooted my pants down, just put bare ass right in her face, and just to see if she moved. She didn't move.
Wow, you did not do anything like that.
She didn't move.
You're fibbing.
She didn't move. I should have recorded it.
Anyway.
Actually, I did. Hold up, it's on my phone.
You are so full of it. You didn't record anything.
All right, let's go.
You gonna get ready to show your bare booty? Anyway, we had a great night hanging out with a few married couples. And I always say, you have more married friends than single friends. My last relationships, we were always hanging out with singles. But everyone is married, which is nice. Do you think women should, when you're in a relationship, should you hang around more married couples since that's what you aspire to be, or hanging around single people is going to get you where you need to be? And if you want to get married.
For me, it really doesn't matter which crowd you hang with, whether it's just relationship, married or single. It's only about one if they're positive. If they're positive, cool. But if they're negative, then I don't care if you're married. I don't want to be around you. If you're just in a relationship, I don't like to say just, but if you're in a relationship, I don't want to be around you. If you're single, I don't want to be around you if you're this negative person.
So what was nice about yesterday at your cousin's house, your cousin was married 15 years. Your brother is a newlywed. And then your other cousin married 8 years. So you had different couples at different stages of their marriage. And it was nice hearing from them and what's important and
how to navigate it.
How to navigate through it. And everyone is different, of course, because, you know.
They all had, you know, great up and down stories. But it also showed how they dealt with them and how sometimes they probably should have dealt with something different.
Right. Yeah. I think laughter is most important. Like yesterday, we just laughed and it was nice. But you know what I heard today? Because you know I'm always going to bring up Larsa and Marcus. They drive me crazy. So I was watching me when you came in. I had fallen asleep.
I was about to say, I don't even know how you even talking about it because you didn't see it.
Well, I saw the first part. So Larsa said in front of the girls on the Real Housewives of Miami that she has Marcus's phone password because it's important for her. She has his password so she can go through his phone.
I mean, me, I don't care. I mean,
yeah, I know you don't care.
But
I know you don't.
But no, I'm saying this for a reason. I don't care, but and honestly, she shouldn't have access to his phone. He doesn't. I mean, if he wants to do that, then fine. But if he doesn't, it shouldn't be a problem.
I think, and that's different because I have had. I'm sure some of you all out there can relate. I've had men that, you know, put their password and they got like 10 digits. They don't want you to see it all. And very, very personable about their phone and the password. I do not agree with having, if I had your password, I'm not using your password to scroll through to see what you're doing. It may be because, you know, it's something I need to have if something were to happen to you and I'm like, okay, I got his password. I got to get in here and see how to reach somebody like that. I don't think having a password to go through someone's messages is what you should have. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, well, me either. But I mean, at the same time, you go ahead on through there if you want to. You find what you're looking for. And sometimes you'll find something and you take it out of context.
Right.
Not meaning you, I'm just saying.
I'm not going through anyone's phone.
Yeah, I'm not. For what? I don't.
Right,
pay.
but she made it a point to say she has his phone password to go through it. I don't think. Yeah, I think there's some things that are private.
And it was funny because that's funny that was brought up in that episode because I had a friend that posted something on Facebook today about the same thing about the phone. Doesn't mean that they're hiding.
Hold on.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Check one.
Man, just put the thing on. Good thing it's a good thing. It's a good microphone. It picks up from everywhere. But
microphone check 1 2 1 2. I always feel like I should do that.
I don't know why because you have to pull up the thing to check to see if it even works. But you know, it's okay. You enjoy it, so you seem to get a kick out of it. You seem to enjoy yourself, so have at it.
Have at it.
What was I just saying? Oh, and a friend of mine on Facebook had posted about that, and they concluded that the person will have something to hide and that he's probably cheating if he doesn't want you to look at the phone. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. He don't want you to look at his phone because it's his phone. I mean, you know, if he don't mind, I mean, some people don't mind sharing. I mean, that's fine. But if he don't, you should have every right to. That doesn't, yeah, you shouldn't be, that's just, we could have anything. I mean, it may be something he don't want you to know.
Right.
And now it doesn't have to be nothing about cheating. It's just something he don't need you to know. You don't need to know.
Right. I mean, I'm sure you have women that are friends and you may talk to them and you could be saying something about me. You know, your relationship with your people is your relationship. You may say, you know, this girl and got on my nerves today, not taking care of her stuff and doing this. And I'm reading that and I may feel, a certain way. But that's your private conversation. Right.
Yeah, it was just an event that day.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean by it. Yeah, if you find something and it is taken out of context. But, sometimes you speak to other people, even though I'm not a fan of speaking to people, like about my, relationships. But, sometimes you may vent something. But it should be that. It should vent to that person, and that's that.
You mean vent to me?
No, vent to someone about you, saying. That's not usually my thing. Like I said, I don't, really speak to people about my relationship like that. But if this an event, I just happen to vent to somebody, it's supposed to be between me and that person.
Right.
Because it could have been just something I felt in the moment, and I got over it, but I just need to get that off my chest, and don't something I really mean, nothing like that.
Right.
What about you?
What about me?
How do you feel about it?
About giving my password?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care.
No, but not just. I know you don't care, but do you feel this is right, or
If you said, let me have your password so I can, like, I think I've told you, if I said, if I'm driving and I'm like, the password is this, and I haven't gone back to change it,
yeah,
but,
because I don't care. But
right.
yeah.
But I don't, if you were in my phone looking for something, that's one thing. I'd be like, what, seriously, what are you going through my phone for? But if you just had my password, I'm like, when I had that procedure and you were holding my phone, you may have to let my sisters know, even though you had their phone number. But anybody, you're my number one. You should have some of that stuff. But the intent has to be that you're looking for something. It has to be, you just have this information because I'm your partner.
Okay. What if I want to look for something? Yeah. What if I want to look for something?
If you wanna go through my phone and look through something,
Mm-hmm.
I ask you why.
Because I want to know.
What do you want to know?
I want to know. I just want to know. I want to know everything.
You're not gonna find it in this phone.
I want to know everything that's going on in the phone. I ain't talking about everything in your life. I want to know everything that's going on in that phone. Because you on it so much, I want to know everything going on in that phone.
Pause. I'm not on it that much.
It's not literal.
Oh
my God. You're talking in you really think I want to go through your damn phone?
I don't think you do.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. This is a hypothetical situation, the whole thing.
Right.
So I'm
so hypothetically, I can't even see you saying I want to go through your phone.
But this is a scenario right now. This is just a scenario.
But I can't wrap my brain around the scenario.
Okay, well then take me out of the equation. Just say somebody you were dating and they wanted to do all that I just said.
I'd say no. Just because.
Just because what?
Just because I know they wouldn't give me the information to their phone.
Okay, well, what if you said that and you said, all right, well, you have to give me yours. Then what? And they said, okay.
They're not doing that.
Just saying it. It's hypothetical.
Their phone was locked down.
I'm just saying they said yes. And they said yes. Okay, we can do that. You give me mine. You give me yours, and I give you mine, and we go through it.
No.
Right here.
No.
See.
No, because
now we see who the one who would have more time. There we go.
No, because I probably was doing more venting in my phone about them. So.
Okay. So again, especially a lot of times, it's that person who want to know the most is the most afraid to have somebody go through theirs.
Going through my phone isn't gonna find anything out.
Right.
No.
I know. I'm not going back and deleting every message and picture I got in there. You scroll there, you see. What?
You be sending pictures?
Oh my God. What? Yeah. Send them what kind of pictures? Go ahead. What? Send them what kind of pictures? Go ahead. I'm gonna tell me what kind of pictures you talking about. I send pictures every day, but it's what kind of pictures you talking about?
Do you get pictures?
No, not no more. Not really.
Not no more, not really?
No, I don't get no pictures, I get a booty every now and again.
Oh, you don't show them to me? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
That's thank you, because you answered your own question.
So, Marcus and Larsa, if you're listening, that's foolishness. You don't get someone's code to go through their phone.
You know what? That was funny. We're gonna watch that episode too. what was the new, I started watching a little bit of that new Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and they did that.
What they do?
Went through the person's phone, computer, and all that stuff. Yeah, because one, I guess they didn't know a whole lot about each other because of the situation they put in, but it still was quite funny and interesting. So yeah, I think
No, it's 9 o'clock. It's almost time for my bedtime.
And that wouldn't have mattered if it was 7, 6 o'clock. You was doing this all day.
I know. Because what happens is I can go to bed 2 o'clock. My body's still going to wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30. It's just going to wake up. I can't sleep past that time. So I'm tired. Look, I got bags under my eyes. I don't usually have bags. Look at that. That looks bad.
Just for one day.
I know. That's why I got to get in bed and get my beauty sleep.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun last night. And we debated whether or not we were going. We debated a while. Came home, took our nap, and then debated. But I'm glad we made the effort to go out and hang out.
Yes, it was. And
learn a little stuff about you also.
Yeah, that was.
When you get around the family, they start talking about, when Herm was younger. I was like, what? I'm now looking at you.
The whole time. I mean, if y'all could have saw her face, she found out a little something, I back in the day, I let my hands go a little bit here and there, and but it was like, because he's the one that's always quiet and do nothing and he don't bother nobody. But then once that switch hit,
can't turn it back.
Yeah, it takes a little while to come back, but it just takes a little while to come back down. That's all.
And in the birth order, we're the oldest out of 3.
Right? How about that?
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is quite interesting.
You're boys, and I'm the oldest of girls.
I think only thing that did the age difference was a little different.
Right.
Because your youngest sister is how many years younger than you?
So my middle sister is 15 months younger.
Right.
And my baby sister is 5 years younger.
Okay. See, mine is 3 and 7.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And they really look up to you.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Are you blushing? They look up to you. You're a role model.
A little bit.
Yeah. You did well. Went to university.
High school.
Wow. And then you went to college, graduated, played overseas for 18 years.
Yeah.
That's,
yeah,
I love that.
Made it happen. One day we'll go into the circumstances that I had to get through. It's more of like for a day we'll talk more about the different challenges, but it was an experience, I would definitely say.
And how important family is to you?
Yeah, family is. I mean, I'm more of the
loner
moody one. Yeah, the lone. I mean,
but I think now everybody. You show up.
No, I show up. I've always showed up and stuff, but I was the one.
Well, not
that
always
because
you were away.
Well, yeah.
But I think now you show up, and I'm glad they're inclusive and they let me come also.
Yeah, they had a nice little funny story talking about, they
didn't think they were going to see me again.
Nah, they didn't, because it's usually one and done with me. They might see somebody one time and then they don't see them more. So they saw it a second time and they was like, hey, wait a minute. And then there was a third time, it's like, oh, whoa, okay, oh.
But this one's different.
Right. Like, well, I guess we'll get to learn her name now. They stopped bothering. They stopped bothering to learn names after a while. You're like, yeah, whatever.
He was bringing a lot of them by, huh?
Nah. That's the one thing I didn't do. Nah, I didn't bring nobody with me. I was always coming by myself. And then I might, pick up a little something at one of the gatherings, but
So, your cousin that was married the longest, loved their love story. One of the topics yesterday was, do you need space from your...
Is there such thing as space in marriage? Because we definitely had 2 different views on that one. We had one where they was like no, and one was like yes.
Who was the one that said no? The older one? The one that was married the longest?
No. See, they were the ones that said it can be happen. It was the younger ones that said it doesn't happen. So
Okay.
But
I think we don't fall into that category because we're still long distance.
Yeah. But it's times when you spend quite a few days together, and
But at any time, we can spend 5 days, a week, 10 days. I know you're eventually going to get in a plane to go back to your other home.
Yeah, so I guess you'll tend to,
So we have our space.
Compromise a little
Right.
more because the space time is coming anyway. So,
right.
Yeah, so you tend to be a little more accepting of, even on the days you may not be in the best moods, that you'll make it happen. But then we still sometimes we still, like, she'll be doing her work for the job and I'll be doing my stuff. So we'll have little time apart like that. But we're still in the vicinity. So.
Well, do they mean space like sleeping in separate rooms or going on vacation together or not going on vacation?
I think it's just having just like a alone time where, all right, just leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I just want to da.
I think
that's what more so was talking.
Every couple is different in that respect because there's some that couples do everything together. Everything. That's my best friend. I don't do anything without him. I don't go on girls' trips. That's how they are. Then there's others that go on girls' trips but can appreciate her husband or her man and do things together. Then there's just, everyone's different.
I am not a fan of that not seeing your friends anymore thing. Not a fan at all. I think if you had friends before you got in a relationship, still be with those friends, because now everything is it puts that much more of an intense pressure on the relationship, huh? Because you gotta be together. Just I depend on this person, you depend on this, just them. You gotta have that outlet sometimes.
Well, you don't even have to have friends. I have friends that I go out with, but
right.
I don't mind being by myself. I don't mind coming home and laying down with my dog and reading. So I don't have to be out.
It's not a matter of being out. I'm just saying you still need an outlet to be around other people.
Well, you don't have to. If you don't want to be around other people, you don't have to be around other people.
You don't, but you also can't. But when you feel like that, you can't expect your partner to want to do all the time either. Like if he want to go to be with his friends, and no, you got to be with me because I'm not going nothing. And that's when I see issue coming in. You see what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's when I see an issue coming, because you always should have outlet, because sometimes when you want to be with his friends, sometimes you may want to be with your friends, but if you start cutting everybody off, now it's just you two, and if the minute that one wants to go hang out outside with the other friends, then the other one's going to feel some kind of way about it. And I've seen that, and it doesn't happen with everybody, but I've seen it a lot, and I've experienced this.
Well, so when you come into town, you have friends here, of course.
Yes.
And in the beginning, I feel like we were, when you came into town, it was just us. If you went someplace, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go too. But now it's different. Like today, you said, I'm gonna go train. I'm gonna go to my friend's house, watch the game. I mean, I did say with a smart mouth, oh, I'm just not gonna hang out with you today. But I had something. What was that?
It went just like that.
Went over your head?
No, it just went, went over the top. Don't keep going.
Okay. I don't really know.
Because I know you really wasn't.
Right, yeah. But so when I ran my errands and came out, I texted you, I'm home. And I said, we can eat together. And you really didn't eat. You really came home, picked us something up to eat, and made sure you ate with me. So that's also different. Like you were gone all day, hanging out, watching the game, but you said, I'm going to make sure I have a meal with her. And that speaks volumes. And then remember back in the day, I would say, oh, I'll go with you today. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going. I don't feel like going anywhere. So
right. That's also has changed. Like,
right.
Before you were like, yeah, I'll go now. You're like, no.
Right. I know he's coming back home.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. Because I just want to take a nap.
Yeah, I'm good.
Since you say all I do is take naps at other people's house.
Well, I mean,
listen, when that sleep come over, listen,
and it doesn't matter where it's at. We could be outside. We
That's
could
not
be
true.
inside.
That's not true.
It don't matter where. No matter where it's at. If that sleep feels that need, it's gonna hit.
That's because I feel safe.
Yes, I would say that. I would say that because I'm sure I know you wouldn't do it if I was around. But still, when I'm there, ooh, boy, it don't matter where it's at. Like, she can drive. She'll drive live long day. But let her drive more than an hour and she's in the passenger seat.
Why are you telling my business?
All I see, you see a big mark on my window from her head being up against the window the whole time. But I mean, it's cool, you know. You gotta get your cat naps in, you get your doze in, your rest.
I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah, okay, that we'll call that your beauty sleep, but she gets it. It doesn't matter where it's at. Only thing I haven't seen yet is her sleep standing up, but pretty much everything else I've seen. Sometimes you catch certain times, boy, you're borderline narcoleptic.
I am not narcoleptic.
I just said sometimes. I say all the time. When that hits you, that's what it seems like. Like
I
today.
didn't fall asleep last night.
What I saw on that couch when I came in there, I mean, bad.
What do you mean when you came home today?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm home. I'm sleeping. And I love to take a nap on the couch. I don't have to get in the bed. Taking his naps, he is getting in the bed.
Yeah,
The bed is for the nighttime sleeping.
Yeah,
I feel like if my kids came home and saw me sleep in the middle of the day, they'd be like, "What's wrong with mom?" But they know I will nap on that sofa for real. My little dog curled up next to me, and we be out.
I do it every now and again, but yeah, I don't feel I get a good nap when I nap on the couch. It just
I love napping on the couch.
but a lot of my naps come because I tend to be up a little later than I should, and I still wake up very early. So sometimes
I go to bed.
So sometimes I need a nap, but most of the time I'm pretty good with it though. But again, it was a very interesting evening. Very interesting. We had a great time. We
did.
Got some insights on some things, and
it's nice to hang out with couples and listen to what their journey is, and
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes some stuff will hit that'll relate to yours, and then sometimes it's just something that you haven't heard before, but now you have it in your mind. So if something like that does come up, you have a better chance of dealing with it and working your way through it.
Yeah,
So
they're definitely the perfect host and hostesses.
yeah, yes, it was. But again, want to thank you guys for joining in for this episode of Weapon H All-in-One Podcast. Remember, hit those subscribe buttons, hit those likes, and get in those message boards and comment. We'll see you guys soon.
Take care.
All right.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.